today's virtual career exploration video. I'm Danielle Britton, Talent and Education Director at the Greater Binghamton Chamber of Commerce and the Greater Binghamton Education Outreach Program. I'm joined today by Ashley Layton, who's the Sales and Marketing Manager at our local SERVPRO. Welcome, Ashley.
Hi, Danielle. Thanks for having me. I'm happy to be seen today.
Happy to have you here. So we're going to just jump right in, have you start by telling us a little bit about yourself and your career path and what you do now at SERVPRO.
Okay, sure. So like Danielle said, I am the Sales and Marketing Manager for SERVPRO of Broome, Tompkins, Tioga counties, Irish Chemung, and Watkins Glen, Schuyler counties. We are located in Binghamton, New York on the south side. We have a few buildings throughout the area to accommodate our growth. Right now, I focus on community outreach, sales, marketing to new clients, existing clients, and just really spreading the word about our services and how we help the community. So it's a very busy position, and we're usually never bored, even in this time when we're in the office. We're always keeping the moving parts going. So it's the constant position of where we never really settle and focus on just one thing. We're kind of all over the place. So it definitely keeps you busy.
Awesome. How did you get interested in working in like the sales, marketing, community outreach type of position?
Well, I graduated in 2004 from Binghamton High School. And at that time, there was a really big push for teachers and nurses and, all those crucial positions. And I just knew that I wanted to be talking to people constantly in the business field. So not specifically knowing what just yet, but I had a lot of restaurant experience at the time, restaurant sales, bartending. So that kind of grew my love of meeting new people, building that knowledge base. So the more I kept going with that, I got into catering sales, where it was my first sales position. And then became a sales manager at that catering company for 7 years. So really doing that, I just kind of perfected, talking to people, being open, being honest, helping them get what they want. And, I really saw that benefit to not just selling to them, but also helping them reach their goals. And I think that's what sales is for me, is just helping people see the potential of what they want and then helping them get that. So that's kind of where it landed for me.
Awesome. So what does what did a typical day look like pre-COVID-19? What'd you do on like a day-to-day basis, and about how long, what were like your working hours?
Okay. Usually Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. We do all the trade shows as well, locally and, throughout the counties that we service. So sometimes they're on the weekends or the evenings. So additional time is needed. But it's a job that you have to go in wholeheartedly. So it's, whenever you feel like you should be there, you should probably be there. But before COVID-19 hit, I was out of the office probably 75% of the time, attending trade shows, networking events, whether they were at the morning, afternoon, or nighttime. Meeting with clients on their sites, doing emergency profiles, walkthroughs of facilities. Emails, phone calls, phone chats, normally not through video, but I'm getting really good at that now. So I might keep that for, down the line. But yeah, so that was kind of the normal day, always moving from one thing to the next in the territories that I cover. We have 2 marketing reps right now, so we're kind of split down the middle, and we have our certain areas that we visit and ones that we maintain. But since COVID struck, we're both in-house. So we're just, doing the best that we can with what we're given and hoping for the best. But
yeah, it's interesting how it's shifted to the video and seeing how people might keep that, like you said, keep that part around. And
I think it's convenient to a certain extent, especially, we're part of so many chambers, and some are, an hour and a half, 2 hours away. Maybe it's not so convenient for me to be there physically that day, but if I could log on and be there, in some way, I think that would be helpful down the road. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. What sort of things could people do, like high school students do while they're in school, if they're thinking they might be interested in sales or marketing or a similar position, like any courses or extracurricular activities or outside of school stuff?
Yeah. For me, I was a fine arts major as well. So I loved drama class. I loved learning about the arts. We did drama productions on the side and, had, rehearsals afterwards, which I thought was really cool to kind of get into a different role, which, a lot of times our careers are those roles. You have who you are, but then sometimes you can say, oh, it's showtime, let's get ready for the trade show, or, so to me, it's just like putting on a performance of, that salesperson, who do you want to be? Who can you, show people, your brand, it's just so important, but anything communications wise, public relations, anything to broaden your horizons, because I found that in this position, the more knowledge that you have, the more relatable you can be to a lot of different people. And when I'm traveling around meeting with all different types of personalities, I've really found that having a very versatile background has helped a lot with being able just to connect to people on a personal level. So I would say, try everything at least once. Even if you're not sure, the least you can do is chalk it up to an experience and move on from there. So I would say whatever you're interested in, just pursue it and see if it what works for you.
Awesome. So I think in your bio, you mentioned you went to SUNY Broome. What was your kind of degree path you were taking there?
I started off in music industry, actually, because I'm a music fan at heart, have a musical background with my family and singing. So I was really big into that for a couple semesters. And then halfway through, I realized that maybe I should go a little bit more broad, just because of where I live and where I wanted to keep living. So then I moved over to communications, which has helped me, with the whole business background of it.
Awesome. What sort of skills do you think are important for, you kind of mentioned it a little bit, but if there's any other skills that are important for working in your field?
Yeah, just, being on the move. Nobody can stay in the office all the time and be really great at sales, marketing the brand. We love face-to-face contact. We love, handshakes and making that personal connection. That's what we look for. And we find it by being out of the office. So you have to be open to new challenges, new opportunities, and just willing to meet new people all the time. There's really no other way to say it. You just have to be open to new chances. So.
Awesome. Any last advice or words of wisdom you might have for somebody interested in this field?
I think I said quite a bit, but
Yeah.
last words of advice, I guess, just be friendly, just be honest. We all know those salespeople that are super pushy and are not listening. And I think that's a big thing that can set you apart in this business, is actually listening to your client, your friend's needs, and then helping them get that. That's really all we're in the business of doing. With SERVPRO being a service, I don't have any really on-the-spot sales that I can give to them. It's really just letting them know how we can help, when we can help, and why we think that we're the best to help them. So I feel like just being an honest person, trustworthy, genuine, make your promise, then keep your promise. There are so many faulty salespeople out there, and not being one of them, I think will definitely work in anyone's favor in this career.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for taking time today to talk with us. If anybody has any follow-up questions, my contact information will be listed right at the end of this video. And I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day. Thanks, Ashley.
Thank you.